Hi there, and welcome to this short video demonstrating how the Max MSP patch can be used to compose soundscapes. What I've actually done here is, in the first column, loaded in a compilation of explosions. In the second column, I've loaded in an AK-47 loop, which actually I'll loop now. Also, I do that with the explosions. The third column is a man running and heavily breathing. We'll loop that. And the fourth column is some random bursts of machine gun fire, which we won't loop for now. So if we play all of these back, we generate a fairly boring monophonic soundscape. But now if we use the iPad to start moving these sources around in space, we can obviously start to create more exciting, complicated behaviour, triggering all sorts of gunshots. Sorry, there's some sort of routing problem with the play button for the 4 in that, but not to worry. Okay, so if we stop that, there's a number of things we can do to make it more exciting. First of all, we can emulate different environments. So for the explosions, we could say set to a larger scale, like a cathedral. A man running, we can put in a medium hall. AK-47 bursts, stick outdoors, and we'll leave the random machine gun fire as a sort of localized sound. Okay, also the explosions, as they're placed one after each other, they're also arranged in such a way that there's silence between them, which means that if we enable random position generation on silence, that these will move around the room before a new explosion is processed. Also, we could automate the AK-47 behavior, maybe send it on its own randomization and make it relatively quick. The man running, we could perhaps send him on a bit of a wild goose chase. We could put him on some sort of rotation around the sound field, and we'll have control over the localized machine gun with the play button in the presentation mode, because it's not working on the GUI. Okay, so if we trigger all these sources, you should be able to see that everything's moving around. I mean, it's hard to convey as we're listening in stereo, but you should be able to get a general impression. Okay, so if we trigger some Okay. I'm just going to load in an example of one that I've composed previously. The good thing about this is that you can keep recording. You can easily record layers just by hitting open, specifying a new name, and hitting the record toggle. Then bring it back in and record layer upon layer, and eventually build quite a complex spatialization. So if we open up a previous recording, which is called Warfare, that's the intro. We can bring that in and we can play that back. Okay, so there we go. And whilst this is playing back, we can experiment with some more behaviour. If we say import we import a propeller sound, we can actually make use of the Doppler effect to convey an overhead aircraft. So if I play this back now, we can obviously move this around the room, or around the space even. I need to set it on loop. So as I was demonstrating, if we set the propeller on loop and hit play, we can also create trajectories and control them from the iPad.